Here's the brutal truth no one tells you about school leadership. The principal who tries to do everything can actually become the bottleneck that stops everything. Hi, everyone. I'm Lana Penley, former principal turned leadership coach. I help school leaders live their best lives now without waiting to retirement. And today we're tackling a trap so many of us fall into, the myth of doing it all. You know what? Doing it all does not make us a great leader. It just makes us an exhausted one. Let me tell you about two different principles. The first one, you've seen her, or maybe you've been her. I know I have. She's everywhere, covering lunch duties, stepping into classrooms, managing discipline, juggling emails, attending meetings, answering texts late at night. She's doing it all because she cares, but she's running on fumes. Her energy's drained, her patience is thin, and even though she's giving everything, it never feels like enough. Then there's the second principle. She's calm, she's centered, she's grounded. She's built systems that help her staff lead too without micromanaging every detail. She models balance. She takes time to pause, reflect, to rest, to feel joy. Her school feels steady because she feels steady. Now, both principals care deeply, but one is burning out and the other is building something sustainable. Which principal would you rather be? Or more importantly, which one would you rather work for? That brings us to the heart of today's message, because doing it all isn't real leadership. Think of it like this, like air traffic control. The best controllers aren't the ones frantically managing every single plane. They're the ones who've built systems so clear that pilots can navigate safely without constant direction. When a controller tries to micromanage every flight path, planes start circling, delays pile up, and eventually a crash could happen. Your school works the same way. When you're covering lunch duty, answering every email, jumping into every classroom crisis, you're not leading. You're air traffic controlling a disaster waiting to happen. It's not about having your hands in everything. It's about building systems that work so your hands are free to do leadership. You see, here's the thing. Overfunctioning is a nervous system response. Now, your brain is literally programmed to sabotage your success as a leader. Think about a smoke detector in the kitchen. It's designed to protect you, but it goes off every time you make toast. You'll either ignore it completely or eventually take the batteries out. That's your nervous system on overfunctioning. When you're constantly in fix-it mode, your brain thinks there's always a fire to put out. So it floods you with stress hormones, narrows your focus, and convinces you that if you don't handle every little small thing, disaster will strike. But here's the kicker. You're operating from a panic place and you end up not making as good decisions. You micromanage, you miss the bigger picture. It's like trying to conduct an orchestra while the fire alarm is blaring. The most powerful thing you can do as a leader isn't do more. It's to regulate the nervous system and put systems in place. Let me just talk briefly about what happens if you don't do that. You can create learned helplessness. Ever watch a parent do their kid's science project? The parent means well. They want their child to succeed, so they jump in and help. But what really happens? The kid learns to wait for rescue instead of problem solving. Fast forward to high school. The same kid is always asking for help. You're doing the same thing every time you swoop in to fix something that a system could be in place and folks could handle themselves. So it's really kind of like being a personal trainer who lifts all the weights for their client. And remember, this is about our nervous system. Yes, the work can get done and maybe it gets done faster, but the client themselves is never getting stronger. You rob also people of confidence and competence. And when you finally step back and maybe even take a sick day, everything could fall apart because you've accidentally created a culture of dependency. Now, here's the thing. You can do this differently. It does require systems being in place. It does require thinking through the things that can possibly happen and putting plans in place. But you might just find that your life gets better and the life of your school gets better. And things actually can get handled just fine without you. And people will rise to the occasion. And you may be able to breathe again. So your challenge this week isn't just to do more, no, to slow down, to regulate our nervous system, to trust more. And that trust, that's where real leadership begins. So if this message hits home, share it with another leader who needs it. And don't forget to subscribe for more tools that will come your way weekly that can help you lead with clarity, balance, and heart. You deserve to lead well, but to also live well. I'm Lana Penley, and thank you so much. See you next week.